My friends, history has never been shaped by those who waited for perfect conditions. It has always been shaped by those who dare to move forward despite uncertainty. You may be misunderstood. You may be doubted. You may even be deceived. But let me tell you something powerful. An honest soul can be tested, yet it can never truly be defeated. No one can turn a person of integrity into a fool, because truth stands taller than deception. Too many of us stand at the bottom of a staircase called destiny, waiting to see every step before we begin the climb. But faith does not require full disability. Faith requires courage. You do not need to see the entire path laid out before you. You only need the strength to take the first step. That first step is not about certainty, it is about belief. It is about trusting that the ground will rise to meet your foot once you move. Do not announce your dreams before you build them. Let your discipline speak louder than your declarations. Let your effort make the noise, not your mouth. The world does not reward intention, it rewards action. And along the journey, you will stumble. You will make mistakes. But mistakes are not signs of weakness, they are evidence that you are trying, learning, and growing. Bury the pain of the past, but carry its lessons like a lantern lighting your way forward. We cannot rewrite yesterday's pages, but we can write today's paragraph with courage and conviction. One difficult chapter does not close the book of your life. As long as you rise again, the story continues. And every great victory begins with one brave, faithful step.
My brothers and sisters, the greatest struggle you will ever face is not against the world outside, it is against the thoughts within. Empires have fallen because of weak thinking, and ordinary people have risen to greatness because they mastered their minds. The battlefield is not always visible, but it is powerful. It lives inside you. We are shaped by our thoughts. What you repeatedly tell yourself becomes the foundation of your reality. If you speak defeat into your spirit, defeat will answer. But if you declare strength over your circumstances, strength will rise within you. Many of our burdens are not created by facts, but by fear. Not by reality, but by reaction. Your problem is often not the problem itself, it is how you choose to respond to it. Calm the mind, and you calm the storm. When you refuse to argue with ignorance, you preserve your peace. When you refuse to engage with lies, you protect your dignity. Not every battle deserves your energy. Sometimes the greatest victory is silence. Happiness does not begin in your bank account. It does not begin in applause or approval. It begins in self-acceptance. The moment you stop expecting others to complete what only you can build inside yourself, freedom begins. Overthinking steals joy. Insecurity weakens confidence. But disciplined thinking strengthens character. Train your mind to see possibility in difficulty. Train it to find lessons in pain. We do not grow in comfort, we grow in challenge. Pressure does not destroy a strong mind, it develops it. Change your thinking, and you change your direction. Change your direction, and you change your destiny. For when the mind is governed by wisdom and courage, no external force can keep a determined soul in chains. My friends, we are living in a world that celebrates appearance more than character, image more than integrity. But hear me clearly, what shines on the outside will one day fade, while what is built within can last a lifetime. Beauty may capture attention, but character captures respect. Strength of body may impress the eye, but strength of heart transforms the world. Do not measure your worth by applause or approval. The loudest cheers are not always the truest judgments. Know who you are when the crowd is silent. Stand firm in your values when no one is watching. A person who understands their identity cannot be shaken by opinions. You do not need to prove your worth to anyone when your actions already speak for you. Respect is not demanded, it is earned through consistency. Honesty is not claimed, it is demonstrated through truth. Trust is not given lightly, it is built slowly, through reliability and sincerity. And loyalty is not forced. It is returned when it is first shown. These virtues are the true currency of life, and unlike money, they cannot be stolen or bought. Never betray someone who trusts you, and never ignore the warning signs of dishonesty. A relationship without integrity is like a house built on sand. It may stand for a moment, but it cannot survive the storm. Love must be more than words. It must be action. Apology must be more than sound. It must be change. And strength must be more than pride. It must be humility. In the end, it will not matter how admired you were, but how honorable you lived. Not how many followed you, but how many you lifted. For true greatness is not found in being above others, it is found in raising others with you. There will be moments in your life when the weight feels unbearable, when the road ahead seems longer than your strength can carry you. There will be nights when doubt whispers louder than hope and mornings when quitting feels easier than continuing. But understand this truth: the beginning is always the hardest, and the middle often tests you the most. That does not mean the end will not be worth it. If you grow tired, rest. Recover your strength. Regain your focus. But do not surrender your purpose. Quitting may silence the struggle for a moment, but perseverance builds victories that last a lifetime. Success is rarely immediate. It is shaped through patience, discipline, and quiet endurance. The seed does not break through the soil the day it is planted. It grows in darkness before it ever sees the light. Some people create storms with their own choices and then blame the rain. But maturity is recognizing what disturbs your peace and having the courage to walk away from it. Protect your self-respect. Guard your values. Not every fight deserves your presence, and not every argument deserves your voice. You are responsible for your own happiness. Waiting for someone else to rescue you from discouragement will only prolong your suffering. Take care of today if you want tomorrow to be better. Small improvements, repeated daily, build powerful transformation. Challenges are not punishments, they are preparation. Fire does not destroy gold, it refines it. Patience is not weakness, it is strength under control. When the time is right, what you have worked for will unfold. Hold on through the darkness. Because even the longest night eventually gives way to sunrise, and those who endure the storm are the ones who witness the sunshine. My friends, there comes a moment in life when you must look at your circumstances and ask yourself whether you are living in the right story. And if you discover that you are not, you must gather the courage to turn the page. You are not bound to a chapter that no longer serves your growth. You are not sentenced to remain where your spirit is shrinking. Walking away is not weakness, sometimes it is wisdom. It is never too late to begin again. Yesterday may have been filled with regret, disappointment, or failure, but yesterday does not own you. Today is a new opportunity dressed in ordinary clothes. If you were unhappy before, choose differently now. Growth begins the moment excuses end and responsibility begins. Worry has never solved tomorrow's problems. It only steals today's peace. Instead of carrying fear into the night, forgive those who hurt you. Release the bitterness that weighs down your heart. Sleep with a clear conscience and wake with renewed strength. Freedom does not come from holding on, it comes from letting go. There are treasures in this world that money can never buy: integrity, manners, wisdom, compassion. These are the true measures of a life well lived. If you truly desire change, you must first change your thinking. A renewed mind creates a renewed path. Dreams cannot be destroyed by criticism. Hope cannot be silenced by doubt. Even in darkness, light waits patiently for its moment to shine. And remember this: if everything is not yet okay, then it is not yet the end. Your story is still unfolding, and the best pages may still be ahead.